Were you anticipating a fight, or were you trying to mitigate it?
I was anticipating a fight because I did not see it going well.
Well, most likely, with you pulling your fan, that probably prompted that dwarf to attack. So, yeah, okay.
So I guess I'm gonna try to attack the dwarf.
Okay.
Since he was attacking, our people.
Right.
Let me grab my dice.
Okay.
So 15. Does that hit?
What's your THAC0?
20.
Right. So, are you backstabbing? Because well, I don't know if you could. Actually, you're in front of them, so never mind. So you hit armor class 5. If you don't have any other bonuses to hit.
Yeah, that's with my bonus. It was a 15.
Yeah, no. 15 from 20 is armor class 5. Missed by 2.
Okay. Missed by 2?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I think I got it this time. Unnatural 20.
Okay. Okay. You got him.
I guess I'll see where.
Yep.
To the 5.
In the chest.
And then 5 plus 3 to damage. So 8 damage.
Okay. You made that easy for me.
And then I guess I have 1 left because it's a double, right?
Yeah.
So 17?
That's what you need, probably. Armor class 3.
Awesome. And then...
Was that 17 on the roll, or was that 17 total?
17 total.
Okay.
And then I rolled a 6. So that's to where?
In the back, so chest and back.
I guess that makes sense. I got him in his chest and then came around with the other hand.
Yeah.
To the back. And then that one is 5 damage.
Okay. It's a good chop. All right.
And then he's on 4, right?
Yep. Unless anybody else is going. Yeah, he's on 4.
Yeah, Scott's 5, so he's after.
All right, let me see who... I'm going to go after the dwarf just on the fact that I hate the dwarf, but you just hit me, so I'm going to roll a d4 to see who he's going to go after. So you're going to be 1 and 3, Jamie, and 2 and 4 is going to be Titus. 3, he's going after Jamie. He did not like you cutting him like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, the dwarf missed, so... I got him because he was messing with my party member.
Well, the first swing on you, he misses. 18 with the other one. That's going to hit armor class -3.
That's me.
That's you. Somehow in the back.
Well, I guess it makes sense. I got him in the back.
Doing 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Cheap.
6 points of damage.
That was weak. I was hoping to do a little better than that. Alright, so anybody on 5 or 6?
5 is Scott.
5, so Scott's on 5?
Yeah.
Scott's on 5.
What are you going to do?
Are you gonna pull out your swords or your...
I already had my hand on it.
Yeah, he said he had his hand on it. Does it still cost an action to pull it out?
Oh, if you were ready to fucking shoot like she was, and you pretty much already had it cocked and loaded, then go ahead and shoot your crossbow.
No, he has his swords, hand on his swords, not the crossbow.
Yeah, man, just run up on him and stab him. You're good.
Yeah. So what'd you roll?
3 minus 2. I rolled a 1.
Wait, what?
I rolled a 1.
No, you gotta roll a d20 for your hit. Do you hit?
3 minus 2 is 1.
No, you add 2.
Add 2.
Yeah, to your roll. You want to have a high roll. But he did not hit on his first roll. You want to try again?
Yeah, do better, Scott.
You add stuff all together.
18 hits. Your attack goes 19, right?
No.
Oh, he didn't add any either. So I guess it's a, what, unnatural 20? Unnatural 20. So
On the second roll?
So roll.
The easiest way, I think, for me to do it, I was just like, I roll the dice, I add that to whatever I plus, and then I minus that from THAC0, and that's the AC
Uh-huh.
you hit.
That's all you gotta do.
He got location 4. So in the right arm.
Right arm.
And then roll damage.
There's too many dice going on here. I don't need 300 dice.
You can do this, Scott. I believe in you.
Like this. Like this.
Let me see
like
the
this.
little containers.
Oh yeah, like that. What'd you get?
You see
4
this?
plus 5.
So 9 for damage.
Mm-hmm.
9, huh?
On his second hit.
Gotcha. Okay.
I guess it's Tamara now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you're not a fan of dwarves, all things considered. Since they tried to kill you before, and exactly from this clan, so.
I'm gonna call a shot to the nuts.
Alright, called shot to the nuts. Big money.
Come on, big money.
Ooh. Is that gonna do it?
So that's a 10 plus my.
That's a 13.
I know, but minus
Oh,
Is
2.
it 2.
Yeah.
So that's 11. And let's see, where's my sword? Plus 4 is 15, and my THAC0 is 16, so AC 1.
You got him.
In the nutsack.
Oh, shit balls.
Come on, big damage.
So 7, 14, 21, plus 10. Oh, wait, 1d12 times 2. So 14 tripled. Right? Is that how that works?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 7.
To the balls. So that's
Right.
7 tripled is 21. Plus.
1d12 times 2.
Oh, hold on.
I thought it was 0 to the bump.
Okay, hold on. So it's 14 tripled. You're right.
Right. Okay.
So 14 tripled is what? 32. Yeah. 30. No.
No, it's more than that. It's
42.
42. Yep.
Yeah, 42
Plus
plus.
10.
So 52 points of damage.
Is he dead?
Oh fuck yeah! She basically split him in two. So basically, just alongside of Titus's character, this big old fucking sword just kind of comes and flicks up and just cuts him from his crotch to his neck, and he just falls over.
I guess he won't need this money anymore. So why don't we leave these swords and take his money?
Okay.
And then do you remember seeing the dead creature that was cut in half, that was back to life?
The hill giant
Yep. Do you remember seeing that
in the cave.
in the
Titus,
cave?
well, Titus was there vicariously listening to that.
Right. But you should remember that, right?
I remember it, yeah.
Okay.
Scott got hit by it.
There's a familiarness to the cleaving. And then you remember somehow hearing me say, well, I thought I killed you that first time. Hope this one takes.
So now, she fucking just kind of just leaned over and just got that motherfucker. Like it was like sprayed blood and everything. It was pretty gnarly.
I'm gonna lean over to her and be like, boy, am I glad you're on my side.
So guess what? Y'all have a forge now.
Portable one?
Yay! I can weaponsmith.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this person had customers, so
Honestly, I mean, at this point, if we can clear the town out of demons and we got ourselves a little forge, and you got a fucking stash of gold somewhere up in the hills, we could rock this town. We could just go on adventures when we want to.
We go and sell my bear meat, and we'll come back to this. But why don't we close up the shop and, dispose of the remains?
Yeah, exactly. How do you guys want to do that?
Well, and the other thing is, I mean, if we close up the shop and try to dispose of the remains, wouldn't that, like, maybe make the town constabulary a little alarmed?
Maybe. You're going to have to think this through.
I was thinking about that.
Why don't we put them in the forge?
Somebody put on this.
Well, that's... Disposing the body is probably the easiest of this caper here. The idea is keeping the blacksmith shop open and not attract suspicion as to why the dwarf is gone. What's cool...
Well, why don't you, Titus, dress up in all this dwarven gear?
Oh, wait! I got one better. We just need to get is it the cobalt?
The kobold, yeah.
Yeah. The kobold can make themselves appear to look like somebody else.
The Kenku can too.
So we could install them here and have them hold down the forge while we take care of business. And that'll cover
we'll
our...
have to get rid of that golem.
Well, at that point...
After him.
At that point, I'll have to deal with the golem, I guess.
Yeah. We could deal with it together. I guess maybe actually I might let you handle that one.
Thanks, sis.
Well then, why don't we close his shop up for the night?
Which, that would make sense. Like, there is a noise limit.
Right, and then, I'm sure most of the town except the bar probably closes up at night anyway.
Well, okay, they'll do that. I'm gonna switch all the stuff that the guy recognized out and put it amongst his stuff and take any extra. If I'm doing that swap, see if I can pick up any more stuff that he just sells here.
Right.
Maybe not of his make, or I guess all of it would be his make, huh?
Yeah. He might potentially have adventurers like you trade off some stuff, but for the most part, they usually come in to just get their shit fixed.
So I'll see if he has anything that's not his make, and just and take that and the money. I guess the money split.
Roll me a percentile.
For everyone?
No, just Titus.
What?
Let me see now.
Why should we do that if we're going to run the place?
Because he's looking for something.
Just two.
You rolled a 2?
A 2.
That's good. So, right off the back, you notice in the back, he has a +2 battle axe.
Ooh.
Oh, I guess I should ask first, which ones of the of what I have was that he recognizes his people make?
Well, there are like for instance the hammer. One of the hammers that you found that was nicer now, that you're actually carrying, has like an old version of his family's insignia.
Was that the +1 two-handed hammer?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that one because that's like I don't need
The hassle.
the hassle of like someone asking about that. If I guess I'm just thinking that most, if not all, forges so far. I mean, the only one I've seen is run by a dwarf, and I don't want to have to deal with that later.
Right.
So I'll put that amongst his stuff. Was that it, or was there other stuff that like?
No, that was the main thing that stuck out, and ultimately, based on that dwarven history, it's one of the reasons why this particular clan is quite so well known, based on what their ancestors did in that area that you found. A history that you might not know, or anybody else obviously would know, but it's kind of what it's kind of like if you have like a colonist or whatever, and they set up a colony, and now all of a sudden they have the whole city's named after them or some shit like that. So this particular group of dwarves, which here I can tell you who they are. Of course. I spoke too soon. I know I have the damn information. Just where did I squirrel it away? But Tamara has come across these, so she's seen this insignia already before. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, you want to explain to them what happened to you? Because you'll see this and you'll be like, oh, motherfucker, he's one of them.
I can't remember exactly what it is. From when?
When you were doing your pregame, before the group got together, when you were fighting those dwarves, and they were,
yeah.
and this is where you got your fucking your goat started pushing your cart.
Right.
How the fuck did I just put that paperwork?
Didn't I just kind of randomly come upon them?
Yeah, kinda. You were both hunting the same kind of animal.
Right.
And you got the kill before they did, and it pissed them off, so they fucking wanted to kill you too. You fucking kidding me? Where the hell did I put that?
In other words, I randomly came upon them while hunting. I thought I was doing my own thing, and then there they were. A whole bunch of them. And so, like I do, I smashed them, and that's how I got the cart that I have, and all the stuff that I got. I don't. The dwarf hasn't seen it, but it has the same insignia on it. I wasn't sure if you were friends with them, so I just kind of kept to myself, because they were gonna kill me over my kill.
So
and I'm sorry, but I can't have that.
He is from the Hone River clan, which I guess you guys wouldn't know that name based just on the image, but it's basically kind of it's almost like a blue background with a like a ram's horn in like a spiral. And so that's kind of the insignia that you see on his belt. But it signifies the Hone River clan. And they're an old clan in this area. And their ancestors did some crazy shit. So they're kind of like a well-known, almost kind of stuck-up clan. Kind of like, like the frontier clansmen, where you've got different big households and big brothers and families. And they're getting into gunfights with other fucking families and shit like that. So there's a lot of that with these guys. And so they're good fucking smiths, but they're kind of dicks in a way, right? Because they got old money, old lineage kind of shit in this area. And so far now, 4 of that clan is dead now.
Is this the clan of the dwarf we just killed?
Yeah. So she's killed some, and now you've killed some. Well, she's killed more, technically.
Uh-huh.
Technically, she killed them all.
Right.
I did. I smashed them.
So, okay, yeah, so you guys are going to use the forge to burn up the body?
Yeah, we're going to use the forge to burn up the body.
And then you're going to dress one of the characters as a dwarf and pretend for him to be a forger?
Well, I can work the forge in the back.
Right.
So the stuff still's getting made.
Okay.
But
Are we just running a forge now? What are we doing?
I mean,
Otherwise, do you want to alert the whole town that the smith
Or you
is
just
out?
want to get the fuck out of here?
yeah, it's either that or that.
Get the fuck out of here. Take the money and shit and then leave.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll
fuck
close
it.
up the shop, though.
We're
but
out.
We can always put it back at a later date.
Put
No,
like,
we can't.
Oppose it, guy.
No, I don't think we can. We've already, if you remember, well, no, you weren't there. But I do believe that the constabulary, it looks kind of unkindly upon our group.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
we won't come back and we'll go to a different town.
That might be a better idea.
Right, come stick out. So
Well, I just need to sell this bear meat, so let's try not to start any more fights.
I'll do my best. I'll have to go out of town for a while. How about if I meet you just outside of town? On the way
Do you
towards...
want to head to the cave now and check on our other friends while
Yeah,
I go
maybe
sell
I
the
should.
rest of this bear meat?
Maybe I should maybe go do that.
So as far as selling that bear meat, you kind of missed your moment at the market. So you might as well just stick with it, because if you're going to go on a long journey, you might want the meat.
Damn, you're right. Well, I can always take the bear meat out for us to eat whenever it's for our dinner or whatever.
Well, and you're also
So I
looking
guess
at Tamar's
why don't we
character
all
at
head-
8 feet. You know, that's a fair amount of consumption if you're going to share any kind of food with her.
Cool. Well, then why don't we just all head to the cave then?
I thought
All right.
That where the other ones. The other
Oh, so do you want to take his
Well, I
money?
gotta-
No, they stayed in town.
Wait, is there any other smiths in town though?
No.
Damn.
killed all his magics.
Whoops.
I need this light.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's better.
I still got a lot of shit to get rid of.
Right.
Well, I mean, if you leave it all here and take all of his money,
Leave the money here. You might as well leave everything you brought here.
and just take all of his money and whatever you want.
And then lock the door. Because he'd find
I'll
his
just
keys.
I'll just give it his the one that he recognized down. And I guess I'll keep the rest and still keep going. I don't want to get rid of it.
You don't want to leave it here and come back. I guess we can. I guess you don't want to get rid of it all.
And if you want to be carrying
I
shit
guess.
around.
I mean, how much gold
He does
do
have
we
that
have from
wagon.
them?
Are you guys going to look around for gold?
I was gonna say I'm definitely searching whatever he might have here.
Yeah, we want to search this place to find gold or whatever,
Sure.
what
He's
he
got
has
a treasure,
stored.
and he's
We
looting
killed them, now we're robbing them, and now we just needed some
the guy
weapons
for
made.
gold.
Well, we already killed
Is
him.
this like
so.
what happens with crack addicts?
You're a thief, Jamie, to a certain extent. You should be able to find secret doors and such.
I do have a what's it called? Find. Oh, no, I have find and remove trap.
Perfect.
I have pickpocket.
Okay.
I think that's it for that type.
Alright, so when you do find the secret thing, you can at least see if it's booby trapped. Alright, so everybody start
Right.
looking around. Roll me a perception.
Everybody?
Yep.
Okay.
If you're going to root through his shop.
And everybody roll?
6.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's a 20. I rolled 11 for my perception.
Okay.
I rolled one under for mine.
I rolled a 20.
Scott saw nothing.
What? A perfect 20 is nothing.
Yeah, you gotta roll within.
You're within your ability.
So it's basically like a natural 1 is what that in this context.
Basically.
Yeah. He don't see shit.
He sees nothing. He was mad because he didn't get to do much.
My bear mask fell off.
His bear mask fell over his face.
He fucking gets it out of his eyes and everybody's dead. And looting the place.
Like, well, shit.
But do I find anything?
So yes. So who had the better of the perception roll?
I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3 out of what?
11.
So it's 9.
I
Or,
rolled,
8?
I rolled an 11 out of 17 because
That's
it's
a
not my
6.
hearing perception.
Okay. And it sounds like right now Tamara had the better roll. So she's kind of moving stuff around. She notices when she moves the table that you guys are all kind of standing around. It shifts open, and there seems to be like a, trap door underneath.
Most likely, I bumped into the table.
Yeah, it
Because
just
I'm a
moved
big-
it, yeah. So in her giganticness, she belly bumped the table and moved over and looked, oh, look, there's a door here.
Yep.
I guess my perception was that I noticed that she found that.
Hey, look what you did.
Look what you did! There's a hole there.
All right, what are you going to do? Well, it's not a hole, there's a door. But,
A door.
like a trap door.
I'm gonna
That's
try
adorable.
to detect any traps.
Okay? Roll it.
So that's percentage, right?
Whatever it says on your character sheet, but yeah, it's percentage.
Percentage.
What's your percentage on find remove traps?
5. So let's see how it goes.
You have a 5% chance to find one?
Yeah, and I missed it. I got 14.
Oh, that's really good, though.
Pretty good, but not good enough.
Well, shitty. All right, so
Yeah.
are you going to try to open it?
Can I try again to check?
Sure, if you want to just wait just a little bit, and yeah, try again.
Okay, I got 6. So close.
So you're pretty sure there's something there, but you just can't figure it out.
Is there like a cudgel?
A cudgel? There's hammers.
Like a sizable hammer?
Yeah, for sure. Big sizable hammer, yeah.
I'm gonna grab it and hit the door.
Tamara's going to grab a hammer off the wall and hit the door.
Way.
So
And
she's
I'll
going
be like, to you, madam, why don't you smash this door in?
Plus my strength.
I would
Uh-huh.
Plus 3, so 13. This is an AC 3.
I just don't have
Yeah. So you basically hit the whole thing, and the lock that's on there, as you smash it, it shoots off like a spring needle. And so who's around? Is it just you and
Me and Jamie.
You and Jamie?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But I moved aside so she could smash it.
Right.
So I'm like behind her.
So let me see which direction it's going to go. Oh, you're behind her? Okay, fine. So you guys being 1, Jamie being 2, and then 3 and 4 kind of shooting off in a different direction. And so we'll go from there. All right. So it looks like as you're moving, and she pretty much hit, and you're like, oh, fuck, I better get out of the way because I rolled a 2. So it is honing in on you. Let me see what the percentage chance of it actually hitting you is. Nah, it misses. So basically, she smashed it, and you went to go duck for cover, and it flew right by you. So almost got you.
Cat-like dexterity.
Yep.
Hey, what the hell was that? It was a trap. Well, can we get in the door?
Yep. At this point, right now, it's really just break it open.
Let's open the door. Open the door.
I open it.
There's a nice stone staircase that leads down into a cellar.
Can I detect any noises from the cellar?
Anyone got a light?
No.
Okay, well, let's go down here and check this out.
Okay.
Yeah, go in front. There's a vision in it.
Yeah, I guess I'm going down there first.
Okay.
I can go down first. I can see in the dark.
These are just.
Oh, well, I don't really have dark vision, so I'll follow behind you.
Okay.
I'm gonna, be on your coattails.
Right on.
Well, I'm watching the door to make sure that nobody else.
Scott's staying upstairs watching the door.
Good
Okay.
job. Thank you. I'm glad somebody's doing that.
Thank you, honey.
Let's kill somebody.
Yeah, that's probably a smart idea. But he wasn't asshole.
So,
He said he wanted to rip his arm off, so he was sick.
Right.
back to the armory thing. All right. So when you guys get down there, you notice in the far back end of the cellar, and it looks like he's got some food staples down here, and it looks like some sort of dwarven mead or like a grog.
I'm taking that.
We're
Serve
taking
when I
that.
go.
And then looks like he's actually got a really nice suit of dwarven armor down here. That's kind of like a nice plate of armor.
Ooh. Our dwarven
Is it
friend made.
Titus's size?
It is in fact Titus's size.
Titus.
Hey,
What's
you
his
want
name?
this armor, Titus?
Is it better than the armor I have?
It is. But it's made by surface-dwelling dwarves, so it's up to you if you want to wear it.
I'm not gonna decline. No, I don't wear anything, something made by those filthy surface dwarves.
So you're like, fuck those guys. And rightly so.
Yeah. Well, I guess that guy was a big asshole, so...
So you also find a
Maybe
fairly
we could use
sizable
use
chest.
the armor and turn it into other armor.
Okay.
Like,
You could.
do that.
Can I open it?
So there is a chest also in the room.
I guess I could try to pick it, but I don't have any proficiency in picking locks.
Okay.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
I think that door opened down.
I did pick a door. No, it was a window. A window. But
Are there
let's
hinges
see.
on the back?
There are hinges
What?
on the back.
I guess. What do I roll for that?
Well, Tamara's thinking about smashing.
Oh, no. I'm thinking about.
Because I was going to try to
Removing the
pick the
hinge.
lock, but I don't have any proficiency in lock picking. So
Oh.
would I roll like a percentage or a...
Well, Tamara, tell her. You guys speak common.
Would you what? Tell her what I'm going to
I
do?
mean, I'm asking you, Drew, like what I rolled to try to pick the lock.
It's got hinges on the back. Why don't I just take the fucking hinges off?
So that's a good idea. Can we do that?
Yeah, give it a shot.
It's not... Yeah.
So I guess just...
I got a little dagger. I'm going to try to fucking unscrew the
Okay,
screws.
so roll me
Or
a dex check, yeah. You guys
Dex?
are going to work the hinges.
Okay, I'm going to roll...
12. What's the dex?
I did not make it on the first try on Dex.
I
I
rolled
got
a
one
12
over.
out of 16.
You get some scratchings on the metal, but the rivets and the hinges are so well made by the dwarves that you're having a hard time with that. You're probably better off trying to pick that lock. So, Jamie, being that you're not necessarily a thief, you're gonna have to roll within like a 2% chance of popping this lock.
So I got to roll a percentage.
Right.
Then.
And you got to roll like double lot 2.
13.
God damn it! You're like nimble.
So
I mean,
close.
yeah.
I rolled a 13 again.
Okay.
A 4.
Almost. It almost seemed like it was gonna pop. This is like that Chris Evans moment with Thor's hammer. Did he pick it up?
What's it made out of?
I got a 5. Man, I'm getting some low rolls, but they're not quite.
Right. So the lock itself is made out of some pretty decent metal, some sort of solid iron, probably with some refinements to it.
Okay, that last one was really bad. That one was at an 84.
Do you want to try to smash it with a hammer?
That's what I'm getting to. What's
Okay.
it made out of?
So,
Can I
All right, I'm
smash
gonna
it?
try one more time.
okay. God bless.
A 2.
No shit, huh? Alright. So she's just fucking working it for like the next hour. She's at this fucking thing, just trying to fucking figure it out. And eventually, she
Get my
fucking...
nails in there.
She's able to fucking pick the lock. Now, roll me your find remove traps percentage now, too.
Oh, shoot. 3.
What's that?
I can roll 3%.
So you find the trap, and you're able to remove it. Same kind of pin trigger mechanism with like a poison needle that shoots out.
That would have been nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness I removed that trap.
Thank goodness.
I'm just gonna take this poison needle and put it in my bag.
There you go. I can tell you about that poison later because there's actually like a little pool of that poison in the mechanism itself.
Ooh. Yeah, that seems deadly. All right.
You had some in the other one, but that guy all smashed to shit. But anyways, roll me a percentile, Jamie. Roll high.
Roll high? Okay.
This is what you find in the chest.
Alright, I'll switch out to my heavy dice. I got 30. 30%.
Okay. So what you find is 6,000 gold pieces worth of basically silver, gold with some gems.
Ooh. I like gems. Gems are shiny.
So of that $6,000, you've probably got about $2,000 in shiny gems. One of which being, if you want, I can tell you that right now.
Yeah. What is it?
Hold on here. So you're going to have a fire opal that's worth 1,000 gold pieces. It's roughly about the size of an acorn. And a black sapphire, also roughly about the same size.
And worth about the same?
Yeah, about 1,000 apiece.
It's a cheap sapphire.
Small.
Still. I mean, comparatively to the fire opal.
Fire opal's pretty sweet. It's actually really nice. Alright, and...
Would be used in weaponsmithing, like the gems?
What's that? Was he
Gems
using...
be used in weaponsmithing,
Weaponsmithing.
like in a pommel or something?
Wiffle slipping? It's possible. He might have, set aside for putting into some sort of ornamental weapon. But go ahead and roll me one more percentile, Jamie.
Okay. 76.
John Bones in the big parade. 102. Oh, sorry.
There's a ring in there.
Ooh.
Fairly nice, ornate kind of ring. Had some interesting old script markings on it.
Do I need to roll an intelligence to see if I know what it is?
Well, you've got some, as a bard, you kind of have some knowledge of magical items. So, yeah, go ahead and roll me your intelligence.
I got 2. So, I know it, some stuff.
So this ring seems to have something to do with being able to have mind over matter. Like being able to move things with your mind.
Ooh, like a telekinesis?
Yes. I'm not sure who wants any of that shit now that you've found it and how you guys are going to divvy it up within the group. But that is
Well,
what...
I'm okay with letting everybody else have, like, the gold and silver, but I would prefer to have the shiny gems and the ring, if that's fine with everyone.
Well, I think you guys need to decide how that goes.
Let's see. So there was the 2 gems, and then there was that one item that had psychic whatever.
The ring of telekinesis.
I like these. I like the.
What was that?
That little ring looks nice. I think I'll just hang on to that.
Oh, but I really want the ring. I'll give you all the gold and silver.
He's got whole treasure.
Sure.
You just say sure.
Why
Why don't you guys roll for it? You guys want to roll for it?
How adamant she's trying to get this?
I'm pretty adamant to keep.
Well, this is a potential to barter. What do you got?
How much gold and silver is she?
I mean, I have tons of bear meat. I can also give you
How
some
much
bear
is
meat.
how
to
much
sweeten the
gold
deal.
and silver is in there?
So, of the 6,000 gold piece worth, right? You have 2 that's in the gems, and then you have 2,000 in silver and 2,000 in gold.
Okay. How much would a ring of telekinesis be?
I believe a ring of telekinesis is hold on. That's ring of telekinesis is 10,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
It's very
Well,
spendy.
we got 4,000 right here.
Yeah, we'll roll for it. I don't know if I trust him to give that much money up.
Yeah, that's a.
Well, but she opened the.
Hey, I'm just saying it's my fee to pick the lock.
Your fee is the
Poison
gold.
that thing.
The gold and silver. That's plenty there.
Okay.
That's not what
All right.
I wanted, though.
All right. You know what?
Plenty gold and silver.
You want to know what? I got a big ass motherfucking sword, and I'm a muscly bitch, and I'm the one that broke the motherfucking door to the goddamn place. So I'm gonna say the cat girl gets the fucking ring.
This dwarven armor looks perfect size for my dick.
What the fuck, Scott?
That's interesting.
Did he say it was the perfect size for his dick?
I think so.
Yes, he did. That is exactly what he said.
Well, it's
You are
meant
not
for your
imagining.
finger.
Thanks, Scott, for that. Thank you.
I was just taking a hit.
Okay, don't talk to my Gimli like that.
So are we gonna have to roll? And if we are, what do we roll?
A dinner roll.
Scott. Well, I figure we can maybe roll percentile, and the higher percentage gets the item.
That's actually a pretty good roll. Pretty good idea.
Now they can fight to the death. Attack each other. I
Death.
haven't seen that
You
happen
know
in the
what?
game
Y'all
yet.
aren't gonna fucking win. I'll beat you both down and take it.
Okay, so what do you guys think? You guys want to roll percentile? Highest gets it?
Was he scared off by Tamara's threat?
I don't know.
I just like worry about that, but I'm like, well, I don't have to deliver you guys to the treasure later if that's what you want.
And
we
that's
don't have to
okay
help
by
you move
me.
it either.
Well, then this might be where we part our ways.
Over a little fucking ring. Imagine that.
Well, if
Imagine
so,
that.
if we don't need to follow you and we don't need to help you, I guess you can go to that cave by yourself and get. We won't help you a second time.
Are we trying to save the world or trying to save ourselves?
Who knows?
But I mean, I'll roll if you want to roll for it.
How fucking bad.
I'll roll for it, but it depends on if she's just like deciding that the cat girl gets it, or if they were rolling for it.
I think she deserves it because she picked that fucking lock and she was brave enough to
It
do
took me
so,
an hour.
knowing that she could have gotten killed with the fucking prick of the needle, and it did take her an hour to do it. So I think she earned it. That's just my 2 cents.
And she's not even a lock-picking thief.
Because I could have just smashed the
I'm not even a
motherfucking thing to
lock-picking
begin
thief.
with.
Might have killed somebody again. Almost. So what do you guys think? Roll it or not roll it?
Well, if they're willing to do a roll, but if they're just demanding it, then I'll just concede to the gold and money and everything else, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and take all that money.
And the
Besides,
jokes.
with the future of going through and getting the other stuff from there, I'm sure you'll probably find maybe even something cooler than this ring.
Honestly, my dude, if you got a treasure, you probably somewhere in that have enough gold to come up with enough money to get yourself a ring of your own.
And realistically, you have
Just
6,000 in gold and silver and gems in equilibrium to 10,000 in the ring. So it's only a 4,000 gold piece loss. But you also have a suit of... And then you still have that suit of armor up there that you could feasibly either use or melt down or whatever.
I'm thinking about maybe melting it down and putting these, the fire opal and the black sapphire in something.
Well, the fire opal and all that's going to be his now to decide what he wants to do with, if you guys are going to make that deal.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I said the gold and the silver.
No. He said that you get the ring and he gets the rest. Or
Okay.
you get to roll
That's
for the
fine,
ring.
Then.
Yeah,
You
that,
can have that, but if you want me to make it into something, I could make something for you.
well, he can make it
With
himself at that point too.
I do have my own skills, but I appreciate the offer.
All 3 of us are
But,
capable of running a
it's
forge.
sense.
Yeah, that's what's funny is that all of you guys could actually run a business out here.
Yeah, because I can run a forge. I have blacksmithing skills.
Yeah, between all 3 of you, you guys could easily fill out every single niche that this town would need. It's funny, really quite funny that way. But not saying anything. But anyway,
Well, we gotta get out of here. This guy's gone.
Yep.
We got all the stuff. Are we gonna stay for a minute since this forge is already running and try to melt down that armor and make anything?
I think that might just take too much time, right? Because it takes a certain amount of time.
Okay.
But you do want to make sure that you burn up the dwarf carcass and make sure that there's probably nothing much left over in case, they finally break open the door.
Doing while we were down here.
Right.
Yeah. I just know that we want to beat feet to the fucking caves because that contraption's after the little guys.
That's right, the golem. Alright, yeah, let's head to the cave then.
All right. So at this point right now, we're looking at about 9:15 or so in the evening. It's dark. As you guys kind of open up the door, the town is relatively quiet outside of some of the noise coming from the tavern, the place where you guys all kind of indirectly met. And you guys all kind of slink out of town.
Are we slinky?
Slinky. Slinky, slinky. Everyone loves a slinky.
Well, they notice, one of the guards notices you, and he's like, hey, weren't you in that whole tavern debacle a couple days back? I didn't realize you guys were still in town.
What?
I was one of the guards that showed up to the event with the mayor.
Wasn't that just last night?
It was a couple nights, because you guys spent a couple nights tracking some of the guys, and it was on that second night that you guys saw the guards going up to the caves. So yeah, spent some...
he recognized his camera?
Yeah, well, she's large. And the only ogress in town.
I was with that paladin, and he was searching for his buddies. So he's back in town, and
did you guys find him?
Unfortunately, yeah, we did.
Well, what happened to him?
Well, he was on an altar in the caves that the old lady sent us to.
What old lady?
Wasn't it an old?
Yeah, it was an old lady, but he's like...
Some old lady in town. We were telling him, we thought maybe he might have been kidnapped or something, and she said, well, there's a bunch of old caves up there in the hills. And
let me pause you just for a second. So, while this conversation between the guard and Tamara's character are going on, I'm assuming that everybody else is fucking trying to hide or
get out of town.
Yes, I'm in the shadows.
Do you have hide in shadows?
Yeah.
Roll it for me.
Okay, let me see.
Titus, what are you going to do? Act nonchalant?
Yeah, I guess keep a lookout.
Let's see, what was my hide in shadows?
I guess,
20.
was Scott the last person to shut the door to the fucking... to the armory?
I just I got to see if there's anyone outside.
Yeah, you guys...
20%, which is right at my limit.
Okay. So, you were able to at least kind of disappear into the shadows, but Scott's closing the door. The dwarf is basically just in front of him and kind of behind the ogress when the guard starts talking. The guard doesn't seem to really kind of... He notices you, but I don't think he noted... I think in his mind, he is thinking that you're the dwarf that actually owns this forge.
Because, all dwarves look alike.
Or similar, but...
Jesus Christ.
So, just, without really... Because it's dark, without really... And you, eat up a lot of space.
I do.
And so, he knows there's a dwarf there, and he just assumes it's the dwarf that just closed up shop, and somehow you guys were just finishing up business or whatever. So, he's not outright suspicious, and he also knew that you guys weren't necessarily bad in the whole tavern incident. So.
Right.
And he's actually one of the cool guys, right? He's not one that the fucking paladin signal as bad.
Being bad. And so, in the conversation,
mm-hmm.
I tell him, we get to these caves and there's this weird ritual thing going on. And that's when the paladin tells us, well, he thinks that some of the people in the town might be possessed by demons.
So the guard, he's like, hey, look, we've all been kind of suspicious of that. But keep your voices down and try not to stir this up right now, because there's something very big and evil going on here, and anybody who seems to talk disappears from here. So let's not have this conversation here.
We're heading uptown. The Paladin and his buddies have stayed behind because, Paladin's got a Paladin, unfortunately.
We're gonna need his help.
But we were going up to the caves to where they were doing whatever they were doing with whatever they were doing it with.
Okay.
And,
All right.
if any strays come up in there, maybe we'll deal with that, or we'll deal with what's ever in there.
Right. Okay. Well, he tells you, have a good night, and he just changes that whole conversation from like a whisper to like, you guys just be safe and be mindful and, stay out of trouble kind of thing,
We will endeavor to do so, sir.
All right. So, carry on. Have a good night, sir, and tells everybody good night, and he heads off the other way, not even acknowledging anybody else, just is off back to patrolling the town. And you guys start making your way out to the outskirts of town.
I'm going to wait until I get out into the woods a piece before I tell them what he told me.
Okay.
Well, I could hear you though, right?
Your incredible hearing, yeah, absolutely.
But
So
the bear...
I heard the whole combo though.
Yeah, but I don't... But the dwarf didn't hear it, and neither did the bear, so...
Oh,
I guess after we get out of town, we gotta book it to this cave, I guess.
Well, I guess the paladin was dead on with the evil going on in here, and it seems like it's a lot bigger than he anticipated, or I thought.
I agree with you. I feel like I wouldn't feel right if we didn't handle it.
I don't know, I kind of feel the same, but I think we need to save our friends up in the caves first.
No, that definitely is a priority, and I feel like us going to the caves is gonna make this whole situation better. Having us split up like this, and I kind of feel good. At least that one paladin we know is good, and he is gonna get help from that guy.
That guard.
Yeah, the guard.
Yeah, and
the guard.
we'll recognize him again if we see him again, because, But still, on that note, as we're walking, do we want to come back into town, or do we want to try and see if the reason why they were doing the ritual stuff in the cave is because whatever it is that's controlling them is there?
Well, I guess we're gonna have to investigate and find out and see what's going on in these caves.
Yeah, I think we need to.
I guess we're communicating this with everyone involved. Does everybody agree that we should go forth on this quest and try to...
Well, for right
figure
now,
out
it's
the
just the
source of
four of
knowledge?
us. We have to get up to the cave and talk to the Kenku and the Grung and our
That's
little
right.
our little buddy in his dress.
Right.
Is the Grung in a dress too?
He was, yeah.
I
Okay.
think they both are.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He didn't want to be outdone by the kobold, I guess. So yeah, he put on a dress too.
That's too bad because when I
Also
started
because
doing the
he
drawing,
has poison skin.
had I known, I would have drawn the Grung. In fact, you know what? I can always redraw him.
Yeah, we could do variants. He might switch up his
Well,
clothing.
he didn't put it on until recent, so...
Right.
Maybe he's got it underneath his cloak. Because he's in a cloak in my picture, so...
So if I remember correctly, it was at least a couple hours walk outside of town back to this cave. And I think you guys are probably going to be somewhere in the vicinity about like 10:30, almost 11 o'clock when you guys finally get to where the entrance where you guys initially first came in. When you guys get there, here, let me start drawing up the entrance here. Actually, you want to draw like a, I don't know, fairly large.
Is by the cave, is her burrow and the things by that cave?
What's that? Who's burrow?
My
Her cart?
The goats are hers, but the cart is theirs.
Yes, and where did we leave those again?
Well, they went with the guys.
Oh, with the paladins?
No, they went
Oh,
with.
so they got that in town.
No, this went with the Kenku because it's theirs. It's their cart.
The oh, okay. So it's at the cave then.
Yeah, it's at the cave entrance right there. The two goats or donkeys, actually. I'm sorry, that are with the cart. They're just there. Roll me your perception, Jamie.
16, one below.
You hear some commotion going on in that cave, and I know some of you guys have tracking, so you may want to do
I have
that.
tracking as well.
I have tracking too.
Anybody want to roll the tracking skills?
I don't have a percent for it. I just have a natural tracking instinct. So is it not your non-weapon proficiency?
It is.
It's not a non-weapon. It's just because I'm
versus
tabaxi.
wisdom. It says.
Oh, so anyway, yeah, roll me a wisdom check anyways, because it basically would be the same as Tamara's.
Okay, I got well within for wisdom check.
Okay. Oh, wow, so did she. Well, it was not hard for you guys to notice that there's some fairly large tracks that follow your Kenku friends up this little kind of rocky hillside and obviously into the cave. And what you're kind of hearing with your senses, that there is some sort of commotion going on within that cave.
We need to run. I'm going to run.
All right, let's run and I guess roll for initiative.
Yeah, let me set the scene here. Oh, no. Set the scene on the floor.
Sorry.
Are you fucking with my camera?
A little bit. I started recording partway into that whole. I know you saw me start, but
Right.
So I missed a little bit at the beginning, but we should be able to cover that.
So I think what I want to do. Did you pause the camera for a second?
No.
You should, because right now I'm just kind of fucking with the. I'm gonna actually turn it around. So.
Fartsing with the stuff.
Outside the cave?
I think it was kind of like in this fucked up spot right here. Because the entrance is right here, so it's not too far out.
Oh, you're right. You're right. He was there. He hit Scott and then got
Trash.
cut by Tamara.
Right. Let's see, I know the. So, when you guys run into the cave, I guess everybody roll me a perception when you run in and I'll let you know what you see. Is that coming across on the camera at all?
I got 16. I got one off. Like one under.
Okay.
I'm one over.
So,
4 under for Scott.
Nope.
alright, well, you don't see the other guys, but you do see the Cobalt running for his life. Let me see here. Let's see how well. I gotta actually see how well he can climb. Yeah, he can't climb. So, when you guys come into the cave, you almost see kind of a, like almost like a cartoon skit, because you have this very slow, clunking suit of armor that's chasing after the kobold, who's just a little bit faster than it is, and they're just kind of running around in this big cave here, and he's trying to find somewhere to hide to get away from this thing. So it's almost comical because it's this lumbering, almost like 7.5 foot tall suit of armor chasing after him.
Little lizard guy in a dress.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have the bagpipes?
3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Tell me he doesn't have the bagpipes.
He has the bagpipes.
Tell me he's not using the bagpipes.
Not yet. Right now he's too busy running.
I'm putting some wax in my ears right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my hard of hearing off.
Okay.
I learned from the first time.
Yeah. Yep. I hand some wax to the dwarf and I say, stick this shit in your ears.
So you also notice that, but for Jamie and Scott, she also notices that the grung is up on the wall, and so is the kenku. Both have climbed up and are on the upper ends of this cave. Try to stay the fuck away from this thing.
Okay. Can I go smash it?
You can.
I can.
Yeah. Everybody roll
Roll for
initiative.
initiative?
Yeah, roll for initiative.
I'm on 1.
2 so 0.
Okay.
I'm at 4.
Where are you at, honey? Scott's on 3.
So 0. I think it's you. You gonna run up and smash it?
Yeah.
Smash.
Okay.
I'm chuckling as I run.
Okay. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well within your reach to run up and smash. And you want to do?
To the neck, maybe?
Sure.
That's cocked. Isn't it?
It's up against the other dice. So, yeah look, it would have been an 8. So, did you miss on that?
Oh, it would have been an 8?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So 8 Oh, yeah, I probably did. Armor class 6.
Oh, yeah, that misses.
With my first one, can I hit it again? Or did my run-up cost me?
I was going to say, what's your movement? Did we put that on there? You should have a movement of like 12. But you still had to move like 9 paces, so that was basically still a full move to run up in to get them. So, yeah, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
So you basically ran up and just woofed.
Damn it.
Okay.
Maybe you were out of breath.
No.
Just misguided it. The ground is uneven here and kind of weird terrain. And it's relatively quicker than you think.
And it's in the dark.
That doesn't make any difference for me.
Yeah, she's got a certain amount of night vision. All right, so she comes running up and just basically whoosh, right by it. And so that's 0, 2, 3 being Scott.
1. I have 1.
Oh, you're on 1? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know why I always do that. What are you going to do?
Yeah, you skipped 1. I would like to climb up the walls where the grung and the kenku is.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me your climbing thing.
Person? Is that right?
It's going to take you quite a bit just to even get to a wall, so don't even worry about it. You're going to take this double to just cross the cave.
No, I mean, right at the entrance. I want to climb up the wall.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll get to them on the wall. I don't want to go by that suit of armor.
No,
Fair
that's
enough.
what he was saying. It's going to take you your full 2 rounds to go across the ceiling.
Well,
To the
on the
other
ground
side.
or on the
I
ceiling.
won't be
Probably
next
even.
to anyone, but I'll be on the wall, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Anyways, you've got a climbing roll skill, right?
Yeah, I think that's percent. I think it's a percent roll.
Yeah. Should have a climb walls relatively high, like.
Climb wall. 75 is what my.
That's what I
roll
thought.
is.
Yeah.
I rolled 33, so
Perfect.
I climbed the walls.
Easily. Okay, so you're up. Making your way. You're probably the first person going to come across on that wall is the Kenku. If you're going to go in that direction.
That's who I'm going towards, is the Kenku, so, yeah.
Alright. It's just going to be a little slower on the wall than on the ground for you, that's
Yeah.
all. Anyways,
Yeah, like I'm probably halfway to him. I'm not all the way to him yet.
a little ways. You wanted to get up to a good height, right?
Yeah.
So, alright, so you do that. So now I think we can go to 2 and to 3, which is the Scott.
What do you want to do, Scott? I mean, it's a suit of armor going after the hobo. And Tamara's right behind it.
You could rescue the kobold.
Yeah.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Okay. Let's do that.
He has pretty big strides, right? So he could go pretty far.
Well, considering he's kind of at this entrance of this cave, so from him, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So that's his full movement rate to get to that guy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, that's it then.
Okay?
That's good. He needs to know he's not, that he's safe. Poor little guy.
Don't cry.
Well,
It's okay.
when you get to him, what do you want to do? Are you gonna pick him up or what?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna run up and pick him up.
You could probably put him on your shoulders and run off.
On his
Yeah.
single, he can run off. Yeah. So he's gonna run up to him.
He has a bear on him.
Oh yeah. Carry him like a baby.
So
I don't know. He's only
scary.
fucking 2 feet tall.
Throw him over your shoulder like a boulder holder.
He's got his
Yeah.
bear hat. You can get in the way. All right. So that's Scott on.
His bear hat
On
goes down
3.
over his shoulders.
Who's on 4?
I'm on 4.
All right. Perfect. What are you gonna do?
Okay, let's, how many enemies there are? There's like 3 elevated ones.
No,
They're-
that's
Can't quite see the-
that's the party.
They're up on the ceiling.
They're trying to hide from this thing.
Which you can't, I don't know if you can see very well because it's
He's a
right
deep
in
dwarf.
front of me. No.
On
it's
the camera.
On the camera because it's right directly in front of me.
Yeah, you're here, and the bad guy is here. Right in front of Tamara.
Let's see. What's that one right behind the clear pillar in front of the camera? It's like,
This one?
there's something, right closer to the, back towards you. Yeah. So there's that thing, that figure on the ground behind the pillar.
On the ground. That's
right there.
that's the
That's Scott.
yeah.
That's the Kobold and Scott's character.
Okay.
And then-
How far away am I from the enemy then?
You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares, 80 feet.
So I'm gonna run up on get into combat, to melee with him.
You should be able to run up and be able to take a swing. What weapon you're using?
Is this a double?
Yeah.
Starting off right.
Yep.
I guess I want to go up to him and I'm gonna touch him and inflict some damage.
Okay. So you gonna grab him, or are you gonna hit him with your weapon?
Attack. I wanna make guess contact so I can do the inflict pain ability. And
okay.
Suit of armor though.
Yeah. Well,
is it all covered?
All it is a walking suit of armor, like by magic. There's
Do
no
I see
person inside it.
If I peered inside, could I see something inside the suit? Or no?
roll me your perception.
Nope. I got one over.
Okay. So, yeah, from basically what she's saying, what you see is a being in a suit of armor. Now, as far as you don't know if there's something inside or not.
So you'd probably just have to touch it and see, I guess. Realistically.
I guess I'm gonna try and touch it and see if I can inflict damage on whatever is in this armor.
Yeah, well, roll to hit just using your strength. And roll big.
Rolling strength. Do I get bonuses per strength, I guess?
Yeah.
Or so within strength.
So it's your, it's going to be within strength and then, some bonuses, yeah. Because what's your strength, like a 17 plus 1 plus 2, something like that?
17. I don't know if it's a, I guess I'm not sure if it's be a plus or not.
You get a plus 1 to hit.
Unarmed.
You get a +1.
Oh, +1.
Yeah, so you need to, most likely, at least to be able to roll a 19 or a 20. Based on the armor.
Yeah. I got what's it that? It's an IC -2? That.
Shit. I think you might have. Holy fuck. You did.
Hell yeah.
That's what you need. A little metagaming there for you, but yeah. Good job, man.
Hell yeah. I think it's just a roll now, right?
It is. Well, it's a roll for you too, because you got to roll against your your con, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Where's my? Yeah, that's right.
So roll your con to make sure you do that.
Ooh, just made it.
Good job. All right.
Just one under. All right.
Oh, hold on. Fuck. Well, that's not what I expected, but okay. So, what you see is that the helmet all of a sudden almost kind of does like a Venom thing where these fucking Molly fucking teeth open up.
They can't see you.
Well, it's just, it's a mall. But there's even like a sticky kind of tentacle coming out from the back of the top of the helmet. And the thing kind of just does this weird little shriek and just falls over.
Weird.
What?
That's amazing.
Is it dead? Poke it again.
Is it still moving or did it collapse?
It's down. You did what you needed to do.
Crazy.
I don't know.
I'm just standing there looking at you like in absolute amazement. You just touched it and it fell over.
I'm still trying to figure out where the body is so I can stab it. I guess I can see if I can stab within the suit of armor. I don't know if I'll hit anything.
So you try to stab into it, and your weapon's just sliding off of it and can't seem to get a good purchase into that armor really very well at all. Like to actually pierce through it.
Can I take the helmet off with my hands?
So you try to take the helmet off and you find that it seems to be part of the suit. Roll me your strength.
Two?
Oh, Jesus. Wow, that's not what I expected either. So...
Did I rip it off of his head and all?
So the ogress takes the head and just fucking peels it from the suit, and you find that the helmet itself has like this, has like that tentacle coming out from the back's head. It's like well, I don't know if any of you guys would know. I think the Druagar would know. It seems to be like a mimic fused to a suit of armor.
Oh.
Wow.
What the fuck?
How rare are mimics? Are just like they're around everywhere though, right?
I mean, they're not super rare, but they're not super common. Never once have you seen one fused to a suit.
That's weird.
That's crazy.
Somebody had to do that on purpose.
Maybe.
So the magic shop.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's like if their body goes.
Oh.
Well, I guess I see if there's any like.
Oh shit.
Do you think they know it's dead? Is it dead?
Well, I think
I don't know
so.
if it's dead.
Yeah.
Do I know if it's dead?
Guys?
I guess knowing.
If we have a demonic possession in town and we have a mimic in armor because someone stole a magic item from that town?
Not this town.
No?
They stole it from another town, a bigger city down south from here.
Okay.
You guys are in a little
Does
shithole.
that mean that the corruption spreads farther than we think?
Well, there might be that, but...
so they're not related. Okay, good. Because I was gonna...
Well, I mean, you can speculate all you wish, but one thing that Jamie knows as far as inside information from their backstory is that when they were robbing their people, these guys also robbed a mage's shop. And when they left that mage's shop, not one of them, and I'm also metagame at this point, not one of them noticed the suit of armor that was sitting there move and become activated when they took the shit from the mage's store and bailed out of there. When they were bailing out of town, that's when Jamie and Scott made it across the river and were sitting there drying themselves off, and they see these guys bailing out of the fucking city walls into the fucking, down the Duke's Road. And then, not too long after that, they see this very same suit go marching after. But they didn't put two and two together. They just followed the shoreline because they were already kind of worried going inland. And so when they got into the village, it was a totally different thing. It's just that suit's slow.
And it had a certain sound to it when it moved.
Right.
And I was afraid, so I stayed away.
Interesting. Okay, well... We're in the cave now. The suit is no longer a threat. So...
I guess I can come off the roof, huh?
How do we go about this? Do we start searching around and see if we can figure out if there's like another kind of way to go deeper down into the caves from here? That maybe there might be...
Well, this is where your companion now kind of takes the ride. Because he knows. So this
Oh, yeah, that's right. We gotta go to the ruins. Because that's probably where the bad guys are. I mean, that's where they got you, right, Titus?
Yes? Is it like the
So the ruins.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. So let's get
Super
going to
informative.
there, because probably our best lead so far.
I mean, we have to find if there's something else down here that's evil, you know, or
Yeah.
and if there isn't,
Probably going to be in those ruins.
if there isn't, well, that's great. Then we can just do whatever we're going to do down here and go. But it's just, I think it's better to check and make sure that this isn't where the evil's coming from, since they were sacrificing here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What time we at? Because I know it's a work night for some of
7.
us. We're at 7 o'clock. Okay. We're in good shape. Man. So that was some crazy shit. So, Titus, you're going to basically take the lead on this as everybody starts moving. These guys get down off the walls. They're like, holy shit, man, that thing was chasing all over us. Luckily, it's slow. And we can climb walls pretty fast, but what a creepy fucking thing.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, to find a mimic inside a suit of armor, that is weird.
No, the actual head of that suit of armor was a mimic fused to that suit. And basically...
Oh, the head itself was the mimic. Gotcha.
Well, the suit was just a suit, but the mimic was fused to it like a golem with an actual operational mind, which, you know, had it just been just a pure golem, what he did couldn't have worked.
Yeah.
But because it was actually
It actually had a brain.
and can feel pain.
Yeah, he stunned it. He didn't kill it, but you did, ripping it off that suit and basically fucking it up really good. So there's going to be one really, really upset wizard right now. Because not only did he just lost his treasure, but the one thing that was damn near unstoppable just got stopped.
Wahaha.
And the fact that you were able to get a touch on a -2.
Get that ring of telekinesis.
Gee, I heard none of that.
What was that?
I said if that had worked, the next thing I was going to do was the ring of telekinesis. From the ceiling.
Alright, so you guys eventually make your way into that same cave where you actually had met the dwarf. And then he kind of takes you to a back corridor of that cave. And you guys walk down probably about another 50, 60 feet. And it kind of opens up to a small chamber. When you guys get
Did
to
we
that...
hear anything?
Well, you do, Jamie. I guess you're going to probably want to take the fucking burrows down too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. With us. Because after we save the guy, then we take the burrows with us. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
I
if there's
guess
enough
I'll
room,
stay out front
absolutely.
so I can
More
listen
loot
for
for
sounds.
me.
Oh, and I tell the kobold, if you blow into that bagpipe, I will murder you. And put my hard of hearing back on.
You shut the fuck up.
Oh, and then I explained to the dwarf why I told him to put the wax in his ears is because the little guy there has this crazy bagpipes that will make you vomit and retch and lose control for, a while if he blows into it and you hear it. It's no fun. It's just better to put the wax.
And no one has taken this from him.
Not so far.
I'm trying to attempt to.
Not so far. We have not crossed that Rubicon. But it's one of the few things that protects the little guy, so I keep wax on me at all times to just stuff in my ears randomly whenever I think he might be scared.
Okay.
All right, so I don't know if you can see kind of the cave part right here, but I'm gonna have to get some. So as you guys are making your way down, what you will notice is some filaments across the cave here. Strands.
Do we?
Well, roll
Do
perception.
we? I was gonna say.
Roll me some perception.
I don't know.
Perception?
Yeah.
Nope. I see nothing. I rolled a 12 out of 11.
All right.
Whatever is there to see, I saw it. No.
So you see this fairly large-sized spider that has kind of just been making some webbing in this corner right here. Titus, you want to carry on from here?
Yeah, so, no, don't worry, the spider's with me, so then I go over it. As you can see, there are some rope on there, and I use those reins as a holding thing, and I continue, and it's like, that's my ride.
Insane! Oh my god.
I shudder.
That's just fine.
I also shudder.
Well, because I used to live in caves and caverns, and usually those are bad things.
Yeah.
He's actually really good at handling things.
I mean, unless you can, tame it, then, it's not really a problem.
Huh. I don't think I would attempt such a feat.
Take the lead, mighty dwarf.
What?
I said,
What?
take the lead, mighty dwarf.
I continue on to where I know.
I follow behind at a distance.
All right, perfect. Here, give me 1 second here.
Oh my god. So the other night, this big fucking... Just the body of the fucking spider was like this big, right?
Were you not on your spider when these cultists got you? Because I don't see how they got you with the
And I
spider.
fucking went, oh shit. And
I
slammed
was
on
not.
it, right?
I
And
was
it
away from
died
that
and
spider
curled
at the
up.
time.
And for 2 days,
I
the carcass
see. I guess
sat
that
there,
makes
like,
sense.
just sitting there all curled up. And then I went out there this morning, and it looked like it had exploded. Like all the legs were out, and the body was like in little pieces.
Jesus. That's weird.
What the fuck, man?
That is really bizarre.
Because there's no cats in the house. What would do
Yeah.
that?
I don't know. That's,
Do you think another spider would have done that?
No, they usually don't go after dead things. They're more prone to want to go after something that is not dead.
That's just so weird.
So you guys start making your way down, as he basically uses that spider more or less to kind of haul his shit, but it is kind of near him, and I suppose once he actually gets like a riding land-based type creature, he could just radio on that. You can roll me a dex check if you want to try to actually just get on there, but I don't know how proficient or how long-term it would be to ride it. But you could eventually train to ride spiders. But
I have riding land-based,
but not, yeah, you
but
would
not a spider.
not a spider. So you guys travel with him for like the next week, and for the most part, outside some small little fucking critters, you guys pretty much decimate everything on the way down. Where the fuck did I put it? No, I have it.
Looks like a Gundam robot.
Alright.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Alright. Change the setting just a hair.